Welcome to my daily practice at Wendy Coad Art. If you find this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video.
Hi, my name is Wendy and I'm an artist. I've been an artist my whole life and I am excited to invite you into my studio and show you my art practice. I paint every day and I do acrylic on paper. I also do stencils. I draw. I organize my studio space. I do a lot of things. For me, art is about problem solving, so there's always little tricks and tools that I can share with you along the way. So, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
I am in the midst of starting some new paintings. I mean, I'm not even in the midst, I'm at the very beginning of starting some new paintings. And I'm very excited for that. I have been working on a series I just took down. They're currently in the middle of the floor, one of the large pieces. I'm going to move it over here so I'm not stepping on it or dripping more paint. And several of the smaller pieces. Let's see, where's my good angle? Not for my face, for my paintings. And so I'll move these off to the side and begin the biggie. Also, I took down several of the paintings that I've been doing on the paper from the atlas. One side, the other side. I love the text that's on it. It's really all the names of all the locations on the earth. There's rivers and cities and mountains and um, it's I mean encompassing the whole earth. However, it's not terribly contemporary. This is probably from the 70s, so uh, not that many rivers have changed, although they do change, dried up and maybe re what's that word? They're going in a different direction, or slightly uh, different direction, and also countries have changed in the last 1970s to now, in the last 50 years. So yeah, so the atlases have become redundant. Well, they're not really, only some of the pages. However, I mean, I guess that's a kiss of death for an atlas. And so here I am recycling the paper. Love atlas paper. Let me just turn this little light on too. Can't have too much light in a studio. And I struggle to, um, kind of keep up with it, but there, it's a little better. So I am painting today. I'm just painting. I'm so happy. Uh, and first of all, I'm going to get some water, some brushes. So in order to paint, I need water and brushes and paint, of course. Now I tend to start with some of the lighter colors, although I can definitely have some darker lines and shapes in there. Now these paintings, um, I really like. I thought they were done. I thought I'd keep them light and airy, but they're not finished. I can look at areas and they need something. I don't. There's nothing yet I have to take away. meaning it's gotten too dense or it's gotten too busy, although I have no problem with busy. Um, or, the colors have kind of muddied. And so then I call that, taking away, because I have to shift that area from how it looks to something else that will, in my view, be better. So mostly because of the layering process, and certainly at the early stage, I'm adding on. So more is going on to these surfaces. And actually, I forgot about this. I'm going to separate them. And I like the long format. Don't get me wrong. I like all kinds of formats, square and rectangle and long, oblong, round. But I'm not in love with the long format. I don't envision it uh, in its completed state like I do with the more rectangular format. So I'm just gonna cut these in half. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take the bottom staples out. I'll fold the paper up and, create a crease, and I'll cut across that crease, and then I'll just slightly separate them and keep on going. So these will be long vertical panel paintings as opposed to the horizontal. Now these, I think I am going to leave these. I say that, and then I do some other work. And of course, the ones over here, I am just beginning, and so I'll be adding paint. I don't know how much. Let's get started, and we'll see. So often the first thing that I do is, with a brush, I can add, I think I'm going to go bold. I'll put a lot of water on my brush, so it's not a very thick brush. I'm going to start with this green. It's a pretty acidy green. And like I said, adding a lot of water makes it more of a translucent. And this will be the base for the painting. It's kind of the first, I guess if I was a musician, it would be the first notes or the first riff upon which to build the rest of the piece. I am looking at the painting beside, which I wasn't going to use any of this color on, but kind of looks like it could go here. Maybe with a wider brush, I'm not sure. Add a little bit extra to this. I love when, there's water added and the paint starts to separate, starts to dissolve. I know that's not good paint etiquette, but I love it. As soon as I draw a circle, I see a head, or, I see the potential for fleshing out a torso or a body. I see figures in a lot of, the potential for figures in a lot of marks. I did work figuratively for a number of years, so I guess it's not so surprising. Okay, so that's a nice start. And, ooh, look at this. It's surprising, maybe, to some, not to all, but, you know, a blank piece of paper or canvas makes me very happy. Brings me a lot of joy at the possibilities. So I think that green is a little too intense for me to start. So let me see. I'm going to use a wider brush. Yeah. Now I already have a little tiny bit of green in there, so sticking with the green theme, because if I, you know, put some pink on here, or, you know, one of the warmer tones, it's gonna go gray because of the mixing, the color mixing. Oh, put that over everything. Including myself. All right. It's a little bit light, but I'm going to keep going. And instead of, you know, having, actually, I think these could use a little bit of background, something that's not too dense, not too intense. And this is what happens, you know, I try something on one set of panels, and, you know, I kind of like it. I like the possibility. So then I go further and just keep going. Don't like it over the over this pink here. I'm just going to take that off. This, this brush is a hot mess. I like it though. I like the kind of scratchy quality it gives. I know I should be mixing. I just don't want to. I'm going to kind of go out of my comfort zone here and just add some yellow to the already greened brush and see. Not bad. It has a little bit of a two-tone as the green kind of comes out of it and blends with that intense yellow. And I can do this now because of the beginning stages. if this was further along with a lot more pigment on the surface, then yeah, it wouldn't sit very well. So I kind of like attack the attack of the yellow, and I like it enough to want to add it to some of these. Okay, so take a deep breath and these are so William Turner-esque. I mean, there's nothing here almost, but these colors, the kind of misty quality of the green, and then the sunrise quality of the yellow. For me, at this moment, I'm really projecting, but it's giving me William Turner vibes. It won't stay like that because I'm not doing a Turner painting, but I love how the history of art funnels into so much of the practice and the process. So, my brush. I'll have to keep better care of it than I have in the past, but like I said, I like that scratchy quality. All right, so I think there's more on the other side here. Yeah, these are a bit older. And I just think oh, and these are new. Nice. Forgot about them. Well, the yellow would go nicely on these. I have a cord here that I have to work around. Oh, I'm just going to keep going with the yellow for another go around on these. Lots of water on that brush. But it's not too subtle. There's a real intensity to this. Pigment. I don't want to cover it with this one pigment too completely, because it'll be better later on coming in with a little bit of this color, to add the kind of contrast to the bold strokes, and then either some line or one of the flag pigments, as I call them. And this is a color that goes pretty nicely over top of a lot of things. It turns the blues a little bit green. I also like to manage the corners with some of these lighter, more translucent colors. We'll see. I mean, it's always an adventure. I never know where it's going to go. I'm still in love with the Turners over here. But it's just the beginning. There will be change. There will be change. So, I've pretty much worked on all the surfaces that I'm going to work on today. I'm going to wait for the paint to dry, so I'll say goodbye for this moment, and thank you for joining me today, and I will see you on the next tape. Don't forget to go make art. So I'm so happy that you are joining me today, and maybe other days too. I'll take you through my day-to-day as an artist, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape. Thanks for being here.